Hi, I'm Rachel Sinha,
Hi, I'm Tatiana Fraser.
and we are co-founders of the Systems Sanctuary, which is a platform from which we've created a new program called Systems Sisterhood, which is for women of systems change who are going through a life transition. We wanted to create an opportunity to just share a little bit about the program, about why we thought it was important, and what it's going to involve. We'll start by doing that by sharing a personal story. So I can say that I moved from London, where my family and friends were close by, leaving behind the project that I co-founded, the Finance Innovation Lab, and had been running for 8 years, to move to New York 2.5 years ago. I moved there with my young family in a really cold sort of November. My children were 2 and 9 months at the time, and we moved to a big white apartment with no furniture and had to spend the first day running around an unfamiliar city trying to buy a mattress and a duvet so we didn't all have to sleep on the wooden floor that night on our own. Um, I would also say that for this particular moment in my life, I'm the breadwinner for our family. And so I was faced with being in a new city, trying to work out what my identity was, what I was good at, having left the finance lab. Because one of the challenges is when you run a system change project is you just do many things at the same time. And I was just finding it really difficult to work out what's the one unique thing that I'm good at doing. And I had to learn that because for financial reasons I had to try and get some kind of a role that would allow me to support the family. In some ways, it would have been easy for me to have just got a job, but I had this really niggling feeling that I really wanted to build the field of systems change practice, and that really I was incredibly motivated to do it, even though it was a difficult thing to do. And I tried to kind of suppress that idea, but it just kept coming up. Um, my children, I faced multiple things because my children at that point as well really needed me. They were at an age where they really needed me, and I was going to work after having my second child. And with the stress of it all, my marriage was also going through various disruptions. My eczema broke out in a way that I never thought possible, and I kind of ended up wearing bandages all over my hands and had to go to these coffees with people that I was trying to meet and make an impression of. Not really sure who I was anymore, and not really sure what I was supposed to be saying, and very, very lost. Um, I was extremely lucky at that period of time that I met Tatiana, who had been asking similar questions in Canada about building the field of practice. I might just say something now.
Mhm. Yeah, so Rachel and I met at a time when I was also walking through a transition, having stepped down out of a leadership role as executive director of the organization that I'd founded and built for many, many years. And we really, really connected on the experience of caring passionately about systems change in that work, but also being systems leaders who were walking through life transitions. And what we found over some time is that we weren't alone in this experience, and that there was a unique perspective and a unique experience that other women were having around life transitions and around their work for systems change. And we have a hunch that this is a really important and rich experience that we want to pay attention to, that we want to learn about with other women who are experiencing this, to help inform our work, but also to really emerge some new insights and new knowledge and important insights about transitions and about working in the field of change. We also noticed that there are some shared questions and inquiries, questions around power and power structures and traditional hierarchies, and how women are leading in new ways, and how women are navigating change around these systems and structures that we live in. We also notice that there are questions about family and choices that we make as women, whether it's to have children or not to have children, or whether it's needing to dedicate time to taking care of relatives, stepping out of leadership roles, moving into eldership. that these very personal questions are also very, very important, and that they come with deep learning that is very connected to the systems change work that we're doing. We also have a hunch that there are people out there who connect to these questions, and that we don't really have a space, an easy space to actually dive in and name some of this stuff and actually learn together about it, which is what inspired us to say, okay, let's create that, and let's create that through the Systems Sisterhood. So our intention is to convene women who are going through life transitions, to create peer exchanges, to be able to learn from one another, to share strategies and some of the things we're noticing, to do some co-sensing together, and to ask some of the questions that often just don't get asked. And yeah, we believe that this is a really powerful opportunity, and we're really excited about creating this community, and about doing this learning together, and about doing better systems change work as a result.
Yeah, and we've had some amazing applications from all over the world. So I would really encourage you, if you're sitting on the fence and you're seeing this and you're thinking it really resonates, then do apply. The deadline is going to be May the 27th, which is this Sunday. We're going to be meeting for an hour and a half on Zoom each month in very small groups of 6. And what we'll be doing is taking it in turns to share the challenge that we're going through at the moment, and gathering wisdom from the group that we're with on how we might move through that transition. So go to systemsanctuary.com and you can find out more about it. And we really hope to see you in one of our groups soon. All right, thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.